I sprint across the freeway and make it, good decision.
I tell you about that time in Cabo when I like ran across a road because I didn't want to pay Uber, and then it turned out like I looked it up later and it was a freeway.
Oh boy.
And then I looked up Uber prices and it was like $2, $2 American. I was like, what was I doing? like I just thought it was
Yeah,
going to
what do
be tourist locations, going to be expensive. Like I'll just cross the street, like whatever. Like no. Exchange rates,
Yeah,
rates, and we're far enough away from the tourist place.
I think it's mostly exchange rate, honestly.
Probably.
Exchange rates.
Copy, entry team. Proceed with mission.
It's part of American might.
And right now, the dollar is just exploding higher.
So you're saying we should go back?
Yeah, I think it's even, exchange rates are even more favorable.
Let's do a Caribbean stuff. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of here.
There's
Something
other
ready.
staff and patients that need help.
Civilian ready for transport.
Talk to entry.
Closing that.
Great work, entry team. Keep it up.
I'm following you.
Interesting. They got a dark room. This is outdated. This is super outdated. They don't use film anymore in X-ray. Actually, I don't know how it works. Actually, have you had an X-ray in the last, I don't know, 10 years?
No. I guess I had it at a dentist.
Did they put in film, or was there's like this wire thing into your like?
I mean, I think it should be all digital, but I wonder, there's still some weird things in life where it's like that's antiquated and they still do it that way. I think this would be the extra labor required to do this. I think would make it worth upgrading.
Right. Every X-ray, either dental or bones or limbs that I've gotten in the last 10 or so years. One on the right, crossing to the left in the hallway. He's still up, bleeding.
He's down.
Oh, shots on me! Oh my gosh. I'm dead.
You're down. Okay.
Restart.
Restart. So you're saying you got an X-ray? It was always digital, right?
Yeah, it's been digital. So there's like this plate, or in the case of a dental X-ray, is like a little rectangle. Maybe it's like, I don't know, size of a Lego. That's a weird description. Yeah, and then it's like a wire that comes out and just digitally reads out to a computer. The thing that I don't know is like what in that technology is capturing the X-rays. Like how is it interacting with the X-rays such that it comes out to be a 2D image?
You're saying you're talking about the sensor.
Talk to
Exactly.
element.
Yeah.
Entry team. Suspects have taken refuge in the area and are refusing to cooperate. Move in.
I mean, you're the one who's done a lot of work with X-rays. How would you suspect that a sensor would work?
Whew, that's a good question. So the X-ray work that I did was X-ray electron spectroscopy. So we use the X-ray to eject electrons, and then we count the electrons. I think it's very. Oh!
I'm bleeding.
I got him. So, gosh. Oh, he got up. He got up, but he dropped his gun. I mean, I would imagine that it's something like a. Okay, left side clear. Right side clear. I'm going to arrest.
Stop moving around.
I mean,
They buckles up and good to go.
let them stop talking first.
Ready. Compliant.
Talk to element. Copy. Move on.
The doors here are wide open.
Just like their bodies will be when we bust them up with bullets. That was dark.
That was dark, also very wordy.
Just because I'm SWAT does not mean I can be eloquent. Actually, is it eloquent to use wordy stuff? Shots close. Or you take care of it. Yeah, I don't know where shots coming from.
Yep. I think there's two down, one in that morgue room.
Like the back room.
Doors are wide open. I'm reloading.
Yeah, one down, one civilian.
Lead. Talk. Suspect is down, but reads zipped up and good to go.
Talk to entry team. Roger that. Medical
follow my
assistance is
directions.
standing by.
One restraint, compliant. Talk. Civilian is secured.
Talk to entry team. Great work, entry team. Keep it up.
So with film X-rays, the X-ray goes through the film and it actually like changes the chemical structure somehow. And so then when you do a, what's it called? When you go into like the dark room, whatever this thing is,
Yeah.
then you put on some agent that does some contrast, something like this. I'm actually not sure much more than that.
But it's chemistry.
Chemistry, yeah. But when you do a digital readout, like you need to change the X-rays signal from light into electron counts because that's what the computer reads the voltage.
Gracias.
Entry team
That's right.
to talk.
So
Civilian ready for transport.
Talk reporting.
talking.
Roger. Trailers inbound.
So in the 2000s or so, we did it with a charged couple device, a CCD. So when a photon goes in through your camera lens and hits that CCD in the back, then it changes. It like, I guess, kicks out electrons from their bound states, and then you can get a collected voltage. And then whenever you release the trigger from your camera, or whenever you want to like read out the data, then it reads it out like line by line, like it's like imagine like a 2D grid, and it starts in the top left corner, then zigzags all the way down. And so then I think at some point we switched from CCDs to CMOS, I think. And then, or I don't know, that may be super wrong. And so
I'm not sure, but does that tech still work for X-rays?
that's the question. That's exactly the question that I'm getting to. It's because whatever that charge couple device was made for, it was very good at capturing optical wavelengths. So like, you know, photographs, like that's what it was made for. Like photographs of like, you know, everyday life. But that's not appropriate for X-rays. X-rays would just go through the camera. You know, otherwise, like the proof is that if you had a regular camera, if you could take pictures of X-rays, you would just get like X-rays. I guess you would capture. How do I say this? If a regular camera could take pictures of X-rays, then you just put your camera up to an X-ray machine and you take a picture of it. But like it doesn't.
Well,
like the X-rays go through it.
I guess not necessarily, because it could be it's not tuned right. Like if you were to tune the CCD for X-rays and not optical, could that
Right.
still work?
Right. I think that's exactly the question that I'm wondering. It's what
Talk reporting.
wait, they're talking here.
EMTs and trailers are standing by.
Okay, so what chemistry was or geometry or materials, I guess, was changed between 2000 and then the teens, such that we can read X-rays now.
Talk to entry team. Copy entry team. Notifying trailers.
Yeah, I
I
can
don't know
imagine
if it's the same tech.
exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I can
And it-
imagine if you
but-
could tune the right chemistry, then you can get the right chemistry for the wavelength of X-rays that you're using. That like it interacts with the X-ray and then builds your voltage, and then you do the same readout.
Yeah, and I guess the big thing is got to be reversible.
Right.
'Cause it would be terrible to keep replacing a digital sensor.
One down. Exactly. You want to be able to read out and then reset. I'll get the body, cover it. One in there.
This is talk.
Ready.
Roger, entry team. Notifying medical.
Drop the fucking gun up! It's not working! Police, hands up! LSPD,
Still not giving up.
I'm in the
Is that
X-ray
our guy?
room. Whoa!
It is our guy. I killed our guy.
That's okay. I died anyway.